Now, this video isn't about the temptation to punch your boss in the face or to palm a pack of chewing gum at the supermarket checkout. There are certain pivotal moments, traps or temptations, where one misstep can change the trajectory of your life. Here are 15 of the most harmful temptations in life. Number 1. Unearned or easy money. Be careful of money you haven't earned because it'll cling on to the little money you do have and flee with it. People waste their lives in pursuit of unearned or easy money. You see them betting on sporting events, trying to hustle or scam their way to the top. Hard work is foundational in the identity of the individual. The illusion of easy money kills your chances of true progress. Don't fall into this temptation. Number 2. Dopamine hits. We used to get dopamine when we overcame an obstacle, when our life got better because of effort. But now your brain fires up because you got 1,000 likes on your latest post from people you barely know or care about. Naval Ravikant said it best: the modern devil is cheap dopamine. Companies are spoon-feeding you just enough brain sugar so you become addicted to it and can't look away. The temptation of that instant gratification, it comes with the cost of self-control. The more they control how you feel, the less free you are in your life. Number 3. Snooze. How many of you hit that snooze button? Ever wonder why you do it? Those extra 5 minutes never truly feel good because your brain understands you're eating away from your future. You are eating away at the satisfaction of getting what must be done out of the way. And this snooze effect isn't only about your mornings. People hit snooze in life on all sorts of things. I'll launch my business later. I'll send that email later. I'll go to the gym tomorrow. And what do you know? Time goes by and you're still fat, broken, unhappy, so stop hitting that snooze button on your life, Aluxer. It's time to take this seriously. Number 4. Digital lust. Too much content, too easy access, too varied, too niched, too far from what you need emotionally. Why do you keep checking up on your exes or crushes online? They've moved on. Why do you follow hundreds of models on Instagram and lust after their photos while your life isn't getting any better? They don't know you. You're feeding them power through your worship. Your health is going down because of it. Testosterone is down, your social ability is going down. You fantasize about what you would do and how things would play out. But the problem with this illusion is you know it's a fantasy, and the gap between your fantasy and your reality is making you miserable. Unfollow the distractions. Replace them with people who actually inspire you to pursue your goals, and just see what happens. Number 5. Settling for what's easy, not for what's great. There will always be the temptation to leave things as they are instead of making them better. And this applies to your environment, not just your relationships and even to yourself. Spend enough time in a room filled with shit and at some point, the smell no longer bothers you. That's what most of you are doing with your lives. You've allowed the shit to be a part of your life for so long, you got accustomed to it. And that's why most of you settle. That's why most people will never live truly fulfilling lives. Not settling requires focus and discipline. It requires people pointing you in the right direction. It requires you following through on what you know serves you. Number 6. Running away from everything. No matter where you are in your life's journey, you will face obstacles, struggles, and difficulties. Some people think they can avoid them forever. Their go-to strategy is to do a 180 and run from it. You know the people who get into relationships but they've got their luggage ready by the door. You know the people who start a business, but at the first sign of a roadblock, they call it quits. You know the people who join a gym, only go 3 times, and when their body starts to hurt from growing pains, they never return. The problem is, no matter how fast you run, you can't get away from the things that you carry with you. No matter where you travel, your unresolved childhood will still be with you. The temptation is to use it as an excuse. People these days love throwing around the word trauma the same way unemployed men use the word entrepreneur. Deal with your problems. As Ryan Holiday puts it, the obstacle is the way. Number 7, sacrificing who you are just to fit in. Mob mentality, the need to fit in, the need to be accepted. It's natural until it goes against who you really are. The big temptation is to lie about your identity to be accepted. You fake interest just to make sure the date goes well. You fake wealth just so others appreciate you more. The temptation is there, but the more you fake it, the deeper the hole gets. Role after role, mask after mask, pretend after pretend, you wake up one day and you realize you have no idea who the hell you are. Your entire personality is just bits and pieces you picked up from groups you wanted to be accepted by, but you never took the time to find the real you. And that's when your body starts rejecting your reality and life starts to spiral out. So smarten up, my friend. Number 8, cut corners. There's no such thing as a shortcut to any place worth going. It's just the temptation drawing you in. The same with unearned money. People spend their lives, money, and efforts looking for shortcuts while the clear path forward would have taken you there by now. This is a Sunday motivational, so here's the one piece of motivation you will ever need. You already know what you should be doing. Do that. Everything you want is on the other side of doing what you know you should be doing. That's the only recipe for your life you will ever need. Number 9, cheating because you won't get caught. The temptation will always be there, but there are almost no things more dangerous than infidelity. The risk is you will damage what you hold most sacred: your family, your partner, your legacy through your children. Once you cross over, your scales will never balance out and you'll never get to your field of reeds. That's where strength comes from. Stop yourself at knowing you can, but then go back home and be happy, Aluxer. Put that energy into making your relationship better. Build your castle. Build your empire. Don't allow the snakes to crawl into your garden, for they have less to lose than you do. This applies to both men and women. 70% of divorces are initiated by women, and that number jumps to 90% when it comes to educated women. Modern society has taught us to replace what's broken instead of fixing it. It doesn't matter if you've got a PhD. Most of you will fail at marriage because you don't have the ability to understand when something is going downhill and what to do about it. Because of number 6 on this list, you allow it to crash and burn so you can walk away with the sympathy of others. Number 10, make-believe opportunities. You say you're pursuing multiple opportunities, but ask yourself, are these opportunities or just distractions? There are 5 things that one should pursue in life: health, money, romance, relationships, and intellect. Pick one path that will get you there with each of these 5 pillars and then forget everything else. The idea of the 5 pillars of life is something original we've developed internally for the Goal Mastery course. The thousands of people who went through it found it revolutionary and speak of it highly to this day. We learned that the hard way. We lost 1 year and over $1.5 million pursuing opportunities when we already had a good thing going. The temptation will allure you, but success comes from the strength of focusing on your craft. Number 11, entertainment disguised as growth. Most people lie to themselves when it comes to progress. You binge watch YouTube videos, lying to yourself that you're actually learning or researching. It's the same with many books. All talk, no action, no wake-up calls, no strategy moving forward. Our goal with these free videos on YouTube is to flip the script. You think you're watching something entertaining, but deep down, these words trigger something in you. We're telling you, Alexer, you've learned enough. Put the books down, even pause this video if you have to, and do that one thing you know won't take long but will make all the difference. Do it now. We'll be right here when you're done. Number 12. Celebrity, fame, and status. Recognition is one of life's biggest temptations. You see the glitz and the glam and you wish those spotlights were on you. The biggest trap of fame is once you get on that stage, it's impossible to get off. Look at how many celebrities are struggling with everything. Look how many of them need to get so far away just to feel normal. Fame means you no longer belong to yourself. Your fans made you, and in their eyes, you belong to them. The only surefire way to fail at life is to pursue status over everything else. Number 13. To exercise power over the weak. The world belongs to those who know how to use sharp swords but keep them sheathed. Be careful of those who've never held a sword. Weak men are the most dangerous because they never had power before and they don't know how to use it. That's where abuse comes from. That's the temptation to feel powerful. All your life, people have looked down on you, and now you have the opportunity to look down on someone else, and you savor it. You've heard the saying that hurt people, especially those who cannot control themselves. One of our all-time favorite quotes is, "It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war." Don't fall into the temptation of unsheathing your sword. Number 14. Risk losing the years for the day. Those who have really struggled with addiction can attest to this wholeheartedly. You will lose years of your life, maybe all of them, just in the pursuit of momentary pleasure or escapism. If it costs you your future, it's too expensive. You don't have to try it. You don't have to seem cool. You don't need to experiment with it. Addiction is real, and only a fool would throw the dice when everything is at stake with little to nothing to win. So don't be that fool. And if you're really struggling and abusing alcohol or drugs is how you feel like you can escape, please go talk to a professional, okay? Self-medicating through addiction is not the way. Number 15. Postponing the start of your life. The biggest temptation in life is the belief that at some point, things will click and your life will finally begin. But this right here, this right now, this is your life. Life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans, so live in the moment. Stop taking mental snapshots of your reality to figure out if you're a success or not. Stop assuming you will only be happy once things magically fall into place. One of the biggest misconceptions is there's a miracle wall in our existence from which life starts making sense. The past is your life. This moment is your life. Your future, no matter what it has in store for you, will be your life too. You'd never read a book if it only had the final chapter. Most people realize this too late, and the nostalgia starts kicking in. That's why nostalgia is a noticeable trend around the world right now. You didn't realize life was happening to you when it did, so you want to relive it now with your newfound appreciation. But the paradox is, you're doing it again with the current moment. Years from now, you'll be nostalgic for today, so why not appreciate the moment right now before it passes? You're smart enough not to make the mistakes others have.